Ever feel like taking a trip back to Hogwarts? Well, buckle up, because today's deep dive is taking us straight to the Ministry of Magic. But hold on, we're not just reminiscing about flu powder and enchanted ceilings. We're going deeper.
Deeper? How much deeper can we go than, like, the Department of
Oh,
Mysteries?
much deeper. We've got this academic paper, right? And it argues that the ministry, well, it's not just some whimsical government.
Okay, sure, it's got its quirks.
It's more like a cautionary tale, like what happens when power runs wild.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Yeah, so this paper, it uses the ministry, like their actions and stuff, to show how those things mirror real-world anxieties
Yeah.
about, like, government overreach and all that.
Oh, yeah, those are definitely some anxieties. Government's getting all up in everyone's business.
Exactly. And one of the biggest examples, the ministry and all their crazy decrees, especially when, who was running things at Hogwarts.
Oh, Umbridge, don't even get me started on her. Those decrees, they were, like, trying to control everything.
Like, remember Educational Decree number 29?
Yeah.
Students couldn't even, like, gather or talk about things the ministry didn't like.
Ugh, that one was just awful. Felt a little too real world, if you ask me. Free speech and assembly, those are kind of important, you know?
Totally. And speaking of controlling the narrative, we can't forget about the Daily Prophet, right?
Oh, the Prophet. That was basically the ministry's mouthpiece.
Like Rita Skeeter and all her biased reporting, and the way they try to discredit Harry and Dumbledore. It's like a page ripped right out of, well,
Sadly, yeah. Propaganda. It's a tale as old as time.
Makes you think twice about what you read, doesn't it? Especially when it comes from, like, sources close to the people in charge.
Definitely. Always got to ask yourself, who benefits from this information being out there like this? What are they trying to hide?
Right. There's always more to this story. And this paper, it goes on to say that the ministry didn't just control the information. They actually, like, silenced anyone who questioned them.
Oh, big time. They couldn't handle any dissent.
Remember when Harry started talking about Voldemort's return?
They practically tried to crucio him into silence.
To Dumbledore. They went after him, too.
Yeah.
One of the most respected wizards ever. And they just, like, tossed him aside because he didn't fit their narrative.
Makes you think about that whole balance, Order and individual expression. Where's the line? How much control is too much?
Deep stuff. And then there's the whole, like, incompetence and corruption thing.
Oh, yeah. The ministry was full of that.
Fudge, ignoring Voldemort. And Umbridge, she was more obsessed with power than actually helping students.
Ugh, classic power-hungry types. They forget that being in charge is about serving, not, ruling.
Reminds you that power in the wrong hands is, well, dangerous. Makes you
Yeah.
appreciate those who actually use it for good.
Totally. We need more Dumbledores in the world and way fewer Umbridges.
So, like, what's the big takeaway here? We weren't just geeking out over Harry Potter. We were looking at our own world through this magical lens.
The ministry, as messed up as it was, it teaches us something. Freedom is delicate. We got to be vigilant, demand transparency, hold those in power accountable no matter who they are.
Big lessons from a magical world, huh?
Makes you wonder, what can we do in our own lives to fight for what's right? How can we be better than the ministry?
Things to think about. See you next time for another deep dive. Who knows what we'll uncover?
Can't wait.